And I look for streamers that need there to be a little bit of a relationship because I don't want to talk to a fucking wall.
Okay, but well, part of the thing for me is I specifically don't want my viewers to have any kind of relationship with me. It's kind of like low-key, like God complex kind of thing. I don't feel like many of my viewers should relate themselves to me. Is like I do think of myself as better than, or not better, but like bigger.
This is going sideways.
There's no good way to say this. I think of myself as like above the average person, so I don't feel like many people could relate to me.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Call us Twitch dogs.
Good morning.
Hell of the day.
You hold this L for that bum ass.
Stupid.
The king is back.
King's fame. Okay, King's fame.
Can you counterstrike him right now?
That arrogant clown in the intro is a well-known man of his craft who has earned every bit of confidence through hard work and dedication. A really talented individual who can back up all his words he says on any given day. His name is Conor McGregor, and the other guy in the intro, you probably have never even heard of, and you probably already have forgotten about by now, but his name is mmDust. He's a Twitch streamer who, for some weird reason, thinks that he's better than everybody else without having any logical reason to think like that. Because like I said before, today, me or you right now who's watching this video have never heard of him before, and after today, we'll never hear of him again. The only reason we're talking about him right now is because of that intro clip. So let's break down that clip again. This was at a panel on TwitchCon where people ask questions to some streamers and they respond. So a girl asked about streamers having a relationship with their viewers and interacting with them so they don't feel like they're chatting with a wall when they type in the chat. mmDust, or Dusty Boy here, just takes his moment to brag about not caring about his viewers because he's better than them.
It's kind of like low-key, like God complex kind of thing. I don't feel like many of my viewers should relate themselves to me because, and this is like super like kind of like kind of weird. Is like I do think of myself as better than, or not better, but like bigger.
Weird flex, but okay, let's go with it. First of all, I don't want to relate to you. Who would want to relate to someone who thinks and talks like that? Not me, not any of you watching, I'm sure. Maybe if you're into some weird cuck shit where you like being looked down on and mistreated, then cool. Not my fetish though, sorry.
I think of myself as better than, or not better, but like bigger.
This is going sideways.
There's no good way to say this. I think of myself as like above the average person, so I don't feel like many people could relate to me. As like bad as that sounds, I know.
So after stumbling through his trash logic, saying the word like around 10 times, he finally gets out that he's just better than the average person, period. And I take it with all the stuttering and stumbling that he doesn't believe that himself. So I'm not really sure who he was trying to convince when he was forcing that nonsense out of his mouth. But again, let's play along. Let's pretend that he truly believes that. And let's see why he believes that. Let's do one of our favorite things and dive into his content and roll a clip. All right, look, let me explain. There was supposed to be a clip right there, right? I was supposed to show you like this crazy clip from his streams and like talk about it. And I really did want there to be a clip right there. But at the end of the day, the point of this video is to entertain you, the viewer. And I know the moment that I play that clip, 99% of you will have either left or completely fell asleep. And I just can't have that. I need you to stay for the whole video. Otherwise, YouTube will punish me as a creator. Shameless plug, by the way. If you haven't already, make sure you click that notification bell for my channel so you don't miss any of my content, or be that person that sees them 2 weeks later and think they were just uploaded. So yeah, if you love me, make sure you turn on notifications for my channel, and I thank you. Now, back to Dusty Boy and his content. The reason it took me an extra day for this video wasn't because it was hard to make. I literally just fell asleep the moment I pulled up one of your quote-unquote highlights. It was weird. I had just waken up from a nap, fully feeling refreshed. Clicked on your Twitch, next thing I know, out like a light. Drooling on my keyboard, missing important messages. The pizza man just left my pizza on the porch. It was tough. I mean, for God's sake, Dust's sake. There was this one clip he had where he himself had to save it because none of his viewers cared enough to do it for him. He had the nerve to title it Omega LOL. LOL indeed, because it put me to sleep faster than Conor versus Khabib. I don't know if you know this, Mr. God, Jesus himself, but you would make a really good sponsor partner for NyQuil. You would be perfect as the mascot for NyQuil.
I'm like a Torque main now, I think, dude. I love playing Torque.
Torque's good.
The microwave is so sick.
Vicks NyQuil, powerful nighttime 6-symptom cold and flu relief.
All right, no, seriously, for those of you who are still awake, let's talk about Jesus' channel a little bit more. I know it's very boring, but just try to fight with me, please. Set your alarm clock for like 30 seconds if you have to, just fight. But I had to do it, you can do it too. 30 seconds. First thing we're gonna look at is the rules for his channel, which is what you see when you first go into someone's Twitch. The rules go as follow. These are the perks for people who subscribe to him and pay $5 a month to view his content. You can use his emotes. That's it. No sub games, no sub Discord, no movie nights. I don't want to play games with you. I don't want to hang out with you on Discord. Leave me alone. Those are the rules for the people who pay to watch his content. You know how much of a douchebag you gotta be to type that out to people who want to give you money? He wants their money, but he'll be damned if he acknowledges those peasants in any way, shape, or form. You're lucky he even lets you view him be amazing. Speaking of viewing him, looking at his numbers, he has 11,000 followers, which isn't too bad. Like, that's the equivalent of having like 2,000 subs on YouTube. But the problem with his 11,000 followers is when he live streams, only on average 43 people watch him, which is less than 1% of those 11,000 people that he somehow fooled into thinking that he was entertaining to begin with. For an example, that would be like if I uploaded a video and only got 600 viewers. That would be less than 1% of the people who supposedly follow me, which would be horrible. I would delete my shit, but I'm a different person. I'm no god or anything like that, so maybe he understands something about the Bible that I don't. Imagine believing that you're some kind of superior god with those kind of numbers. And with those kind of numbers, I had to ask myself, how the fuck did you even get on the Twitch panel to begin with? It's TwitchCon, the biggest Twitch event of the year, and you got on the panel? How? Because those kind of numbers don't generally get you an invite to a panel. So I imagine that Dusty Boy had to look up to the skies and pray to himself to get that invite. But then I noticed someone to the left of him on that clip. That's dmbrandon. dmbrandon has like 150,000 followers on Twitch, and you just so conveniently happen to be his friend and got a spot on the panel next to him? Sounds like you're riding coattails to me. Don't know what kind of guy is a follower. And since you are a self-proclaimed guy, but you just sit in dmbrandon's shadow, what does that make him? Don't worry, Dusty Boy, you don't have to answer. I know you can't possibly answer that question. Don't even waste your time trying to think of an explanation on what that, like, just let it go. It's rhetorical. You're good. So what we're gonna do now, instead of worrying about you and your trash explanations and answers, we're gonna talk about dmbrandon instead. That's right, Jesus, you're so irrelevant that even in your own video about you, I'm going to take the time to talk about the person you look up to. So just stand behind him like you always do for a bit while I tell you where I know dmbrandon from. It's not from his streams or anything like that. I'm not a fan, sorry. I remember dmbrandon as another douchebag who responded to one of his fans that donated about suicide like this.
Oh, but I can't do anything else because I'm getting fucked.
Stephen Lyle
is fucking me up.
There are a lot of streamers out there that would appreciate that message. I'm just gonna call you an asshole. It's a selfish, stupid thing to do. And when you say things like, I was gonna kill myself, like, why do I want to fucking hear that? I don't want to fucking hear that you're gonna kill yourself. You're putting a burden on me that I don't deserve.
Damn, do birds of a feather flock together? You're both scum, no? You're a guy with no one above him, and he's a guy who hates the people who love him. What a group, what a gang, what an entourage. If nothing else, at least you embrace who you are and don't try to hide it, I guess. Normally this is where I throw up a random transition clip, but he has nothing entertaining for me to throw in, so I'm just gonna use a random Keemstar. So, Dusty Jesus, you put out a tweet saying, I'll probably elaborate on why I stream the way I do later. Not to defend myself or anything like that, but just to provide a more detailed explanation of my viewpoints when it comes to my stream. Yeah, no thank you, bro. You said enough already. I don't want to see another shitty creator apology. Nobody wants to hear you tell us you are kinda sorry, but not really, and then try to justify and explain why you still meant what you said, and we should all be okay with it because you said we should be. And you damn sure better not pull out the fake crying card during the apology. It's overused and it never works. Please stop while you're behind and keep being a guide to your less than 1%. Do us all a favor. Write down your entire apology, proofread it a couple times, maybe have dmbrandon critique it for you. Then I want you to take that final copy and turn that shit to wine because the rest of us don't want to hear that shit. Besides, we're probably not worthy anyway, right? Right. So with that being said, L of the day goes to none other than Dusty Boy himself, mmDust, for being an arrogant, narcissistic, egotistical clown. You managed to fool 11,000 people, but none of them seem to come around. You run your mouth so much, it's no wonder you're a speed runner. Not a good one though, because I can name about 43 others who are way funner. Something, something, something about a cross. Let's have a moment of silence for all the viewers you just lost. If you agree with this L, be sure to leave a like on the video. Let me know how you feel about the whole thing down in the comments below. And if you're new, subscribe to join me and the Famous Few on our path to greatness. Until next time, it's been the Famous King Fame, and I have nothing left to say. So with that being said, this has been your L of the day.
So we fucking speedrun, because it gives us this temporary feeling of like, oh my god, I'm good. I'm the best in the world at this thing that like hardly anyone else does. That's all it is, really.